I object!
And why is that, Mr. Reed?
Because it's devastating to my case!
Overruled.
Good call!
Okay, we have an interesting story coming out of Variety a couple days ago. It says Ana de Armas fans' lawsuit puts studios at risk over deceptive trailers. This could have some repercussions for the film industry, I think, but let's get into the article itself. Movie studios can be sued under false advertising laws if they release deceptive movie trailers, a federal judge ruled on Tuesday. U.S. District Judge Stephen Wilson issued a ruling in a case involving the film Yesterday from 2019 about a world without the Beatles. I did not see this film, had no interest in it at all. Two Ana de Armas fans filed a lawsuit in January alleging that they had rented the movie after seeing de Armas in the trailer only to discover that she was cut out of the final film. Universal Studios sought to throw out the lawsuit, arguing that film trailers are entitled to broad protection of the First Amendment. The studio's lawyers argued that the trailer is an artistic, expressive work, which I do agree with, that tells a 3-minute story conveying the theme of the movie and should thus be considered a non-commercial speech. That is a bit more tricky, I think. Wilson, the judge, rejected the argument, finding the trailer is commercial speech and is subject to the California false advertising law and the state's unfair law competition. He quotes, Universal is correct that trailers involve some creativity and editorial discretion, but this creativity does not outweigh the commercial nature of the trailer. At its core, a trailer is an advertisement designed to sell a movie by providing consumers with a preview of said movie. It is a commercial by nature. We are led to go pay for a film based on the trailer most times. I know there are some people who will go see certain movies and maybe they've never even seen the trailer, but I think the majority of people see trailers and determine whether they want to watch this film. It says, in the briefing, Universal's lawyers argued that the movie trailers have long included clips that do not appear in the finished film. They cited Jurassic Park, another Universal picture, which had a trailer comprised entirely of footage that is not in the movie. Universal also argued that classifying trailers as commercial speech could open the door to a parade of lawsuits from dissatisfied filmgoers who could make subjective claims that a film did not live up to the expectations created by the trailer. Well, I think we could all do that at some point in time. It did say Wilson sought to, this is the judge, sought to address that concern, saying false advertising law applies only when a significant portion of a reasonable consumers could be misled. The court's holding is limited to representations as to whether an actress or scene is in the movie and nothing else, the judge wrote, holding that based on the Yesterday trailer, it was plausible that the viewers would expect de Armas to have a significant role in the film. De Armas was originally intended to appear as a love interest for the film's protagonist. Patel's character was to have met her on the set of James Corden's talk show, which we do have that, I think, here. This is the official trailer on YouTube, and again, you can see she is in the trailer in this scene with Corden. If we go back, it says the writer, Richard Curtis, explained that de Armas was cut because audience didn't like the idea of Patel's character straying from his primary love interest. I assume this was from the test screenings that they did. It says the plaintiffs, Connor Wolf of Maryland and Peter Michael Rosa of San Diego County, California, each paid $3.99 to rent Yesterday, probably too much in my opinion, on Amazon Prime. They are seeking at least $5 million as representatives of a class of movie customers. I'm not sure if that's a class action type of lawsuit, but definitely $5 million for you spending $3.99 each, I guess, is quite significant. The case will now proceed to discovery and a motion for class certification. So this is very interesting, and I personally have complained about this in the past. One of the first times it really irritated me was, I think, one of the Paranormal Activity movies. There was some kind of really frightening, creepy scene in a trailer. I don't know which one of the films it was. But when we went to a drive-in theater, And I kept waiting for this scene to happen and it never did. And I remember I was bitching about it the whole way home. But I kind of felt like this was bait and switch. Like, I wanted to see this. This is one of the main draws in the trailer, and I didn't get to see it. And I was waiting for it, anticipating it. The bigger ones is this scene from the Rogue One trailer, the Star Wars Rogue One film that came out, where you have Jyn Erso walking out towards the end of the film to switch on some kind of transmitter device, and as she's walking out, this TIE fighter rises up out of nowhere and kind of confronts her. Well, that was not in the film. And actually, there was a lot of scenes in this original official trailer that were not in the film, as we would later learn, that went through an entire, I forget what the percentage rate of the film was reshot, because they were just not happy. It was too warlike, and there wasn't enough Star Wars in this war film. And so they handed the reins over to from Gareth Edwards to Tony Gilroy. And so obviously changed a lot, and there were scenes in the film, scenes in the trailer that never showed up in the film. I understand this is something that is a creative decision, and that these things do need to change, but I still find it interesting that the judge ruled in favor, at least on those grounds, of an actress or maybe a specific scene not being in a movie, versus, the writing, the plot, the dialogue, other subjective points that people could judge a film on would not be included in a lawsuit like this. So it'll be interesting to see what happens, how far this gets. Will Universal settle? Will this cause other people to jump on this bandwagon? And will it cause studios to hold on to trailers a little bit longer? So make sure to leave your comments down below. Smash that like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel, ring that bell for notifications, and I will see you in the next video.